Okay, let's start يا شباب. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Uh, Today's lesson is we are going to complete the lesson 2 in chapter 26, which is about chordates. We studied before the invertebrates, which is the first group of chordates, and then we started the studying of vertebrates by studying the fish, and then amphibians, and then reptiles, and then birds. And for each group of the vertebrates, we had some features, or we studied some features that make these groups evolve and survive in their environments. Today, we are going to study the last group and the most developed group in the animal kingdom, which is the mammals. The mammals, this group is the last group that appeared on Earth, and it is the last group invertebrates because they are the most developed animals. So now we are going to study some features of them, some evolved features and characteristics. First of all, the most unique characteristic that the mammals have is the mammary glands. Because of these mammary glands, these animals are called mammals. So, the mammary glands. These mammary glands are found in females only, and the function of these glands is to feed the young with milk. Okay, so these glands are responsible for production of milk to nourish the young. Okay, now we can see a diagram of these mammary glands and see how the milk can be produced. And also the mammals, their skin are covered by hair. If you remember that, the fish covered by scales, the amphibians or the skin of the amphibians isn't covered by anything, so it's soft and moist and so on. The reptiles, their skin are covered by the scales, hard scales, yes. And then the birds, their skin covered by feathers to let them fly and so on. But the mammals here, their skin is covered by hair, and this is also a unique characteristic for the mammals. Here we have some common features between the mammals and birds. We already know this. Like mammals breathe air, get oxygen from air, not from water. So they breathe by lungs, not by any other organs. They have four-chambered hearts. Their hearts have four chambers like the birds. And then they are endothermal animals. They are endothermal animals, so they are warm-blooded animals. And the constant temperature of the mammals is about 37 degrees. And until now, we have two groups of vertebrates that are warm-blooded, but the other groups are cold-blooded. So the mammals are warm-blooded because they can regulate and control the internal body temperature, and the temperature of the internal environment of the mammals cannot be changed as the weather or the surrounding temperature changes. So here, look here, the mammals is the last group in the classification of the chordates. So this is
Sir, are we going to stick to morphology or are we going to get anatomical?
Some of the anatomical features, some of the morphological features. Just a hint, because tomorrow, inshallah, we are going to start studying the systems of the human body. So we are going deeply
Starting with what?
this is digestive system of the human body. Tomorrow, inshallah. So look here. This is a section in the breast of a mammal, and as you can see here, and as we said that the mammary glands, this is the unique feature of the mammals. Can you see what places or what parts of this organ that these red arrows point to? These are the mammary glands. These are the mammary glands. They produce milk, and then the milk gathered together or collected here in these purple ducts, and then goes out through this part. Okay, so these are the mammary glands that found in the mammals that make the mammals unique from other vertebrates. And by the way, these mammary glands are only found in females. Then, what about the evolution of the mammals? What is the first mammal and how the mammals appeared and so on? As you can see that the true mammals first appeared during the late Triassic period. There is a period during the Earth's age which was called Triassic period. And now we can see just an imagination for the first mammal that appeared. This is what the scientists thought about that this is the first mammal that appeared. Of course, it looks like rodents, like rats and so on. And here, this is the tree. Look here. There is a group of mammals that called tree shrews. Tree shrews, these are the animals that found now that they mostly like to the first mammals. So these first mammals are the ancestors of these new mammals. They are somehow rodents, but the scientists thought that this was the first mammal that appeared. Then, we just said that why the dinosaurs ruled the earth, appeared and had a wide geographical range. The mammals remain generally small, and as you can see, that the first mammals are small, and they are mostly active at night. Then new fossils and DNA analysis suggest that the first members of the modern mammalian groups, including primates, rodents, and hoofed mammals, evolved during this period, the period of Triassic period. Now we can see what are the primates, what are the rodents, what are the hoofed mammals, and so on. And of course, after the dinosaurs extinct, the mammals ruled the earth. In this era, or in this part of the age of the earth, which is called Cenozoic era. Cenozoic era. This is called the age of mammals. Now, these are the primates. Primates, this is the group of mammals, and maybe these animals are the most developed mammals. Okay, so these are the primates: monkeys and chimpanzees, gorillas, and so on. Primates. And of course, in science, which is maybe completely wrong, some scientists consider the human as primates, but we are human, not animals. These are hoofed animals. Hoofed animals. Hoof, this is the part of the leg that ends the leg of these animals. At the end of legs of these animals, they have hoof. So they are called hoofed animals. Goats, cows, donkeys, horses, zebras, and so on, sheep. So they are hoofed animals. And the scientists thought that the primates and the hoofed animals and the rodents, these are the first mammals that appeared on the earth. These are the rodents, like rat, mouse, squirrels, and so on.
Wait, sir, these animals are not really that, like, less developed than any other mammals we know. So how did it evolve to what it is? It couldn't have just like all of a sudden turned into what it is. Like,
Yes. The scientists thought about that the evolution of the mammals. Yes, they also evolved from the reptiles. Okay, but how? We can see now that some of mammals are very less developed. Now we can see that there are mammals that very less developed. Now we can see. Just wait, ya Omar. So here we have three main groups of mammals: monotremes, marsupials, and placentals. These are the main groups of the mammals: monotremes, marsupials, and the placentals. Okay. Look here, the monotremes, which is maybe the less developed mammal, they are egg-laying mammals. They are mammals, yes, but they lay eggs, like
Wait,
birds.
like what?
What?
Like what?
Now we can see pictures of them. Here you can see, including the duckbill and the platypus. Now we can see some pictures of them. So the monotremes, they are mammals. They are the least developed mammals. They are still laying eggs. So we know that the mammals, they give birth, not laying eggs. But this group of mammals, they lay eggs. Egg-laying monotremes. Okay? So this is the first group of the mammals. These are the monotremes. These are some animals that they are mammals, yes, but they lay eggs, not give birth. And as you can see here, these are the least developed mammals, monotremes. This is called duckbill, because it has a beak or a mouth part that it looks like duck. Okay. Then this is the first group of mammal. After that, marsupials. Marsupials group of mammals, they have or they give birth on incomplete young. And the baby of them is incomplete, is born incomplete. And then this baby will grow to reach the full complete feature in an external pouch, like the kangaroos. Now we can see. This is the marsupials, okay? And this is the baby. Yes, it's born, it's already born, but it's not complete to live alone, to walk on the ground and so on. So it still feeds from the mother's body, okay? And it completes its growth inside this pouch. Kangaroos and koala, maybe these are the two, the most two common animals that belong to marsupials, include kangaroos, koalas, and wombats, and so on. Okay? So the first group of mammals, monotremes, they lay eggs. The second, they give birth, yes, but they give birth for an incomplete young. Then the placental mammals. The placental mammals, these are the mammals that most of them are common to us. By the way, the human is a placental mammal. Okay. How or what is the difference between the marsupials and the placental mammals? The placental mammals, they give birth to a complete young, a complete baby. Okay. But the marsupials, as we said, that it gives to an incomplete baby.
Wait, Mr. What?
Yes?
Are our babies actually complete?
Yes.
Like when they're first born, they're not in their like adult size, and
Of course.
normally have more bones
we
because
are not talking,
their
Omar.
bones haven't developed yet.
Okay, we are not talking about the size and so on. We are talking about the organs. All organs of this baby are still to work or still no?
Yeah, they all
ready.
work.
They are ready to work. Okay, and this is different from the baby of kangaroos. Okay, because the baby of kangaroo, they for example, the skin of it isn't covered by anything when it's born. The kangaroo's baby. Okay, so this will be very dangerous if this skin exposed to the air. Okay, so this is the placenta. So we call these mammals placental mammals because the females or the mothers have placenta, which is a part of the womb or of the uterus that feeds the baby until it completes its growth, and then it will be born. Okay, so this is the placenta. This is a real picture from inside a uterus or from inside the womb of a female. This is the baby, and as you can see here, this baby is connected to the placenta. This is the placenta, and this is the placenta outside the body. This is the placenta outside the body, and this white cord, this is called umbilical cord, and this cord is connected to the baby to feed them by oxygen and nutrients from the blood of its mother. Okay, so these are the three groups of mammals. Again, monotremes laying eggs, marsupials give birth of incomplete youngs, and then placentals, like the most mammals that we already know, they give birth to a complete young. Here is some fun facts as usual. Maybe some of you don't know that the bats are mammals. They are not birds. They don't lay eggs. They give birth, and they are flying mammals. Okay? And also, the dolphins and the whales, they are aquatic mammals. Yes, they are mammals, yes. They don't lay eggs, but they give birth, and they have mammary glands. They feed their young by milk. But they live in water, and of course, as you can see here, that the limbs of them are modified and adapted to let them survive in water. And by the way, unless these animals like dolphins and whales are mammals, so they breathe by lungs, not by gills like fish. So they cannot get oxygen from the water. So maybe for every 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, they must go up to the water surface and get the air and get the oxygen from the air, because they breathe by lungs, not by gills like fish. They are not fish. Okay, so this is all about the mammals. Thank you so much. If you have any question, please ask. شباب, no questions?
I'm fine.
Okay. Now
No,
about your homework today, and please, because I noticed that most of you don't answer the homework on Google Forms. Okay, and maybe for every lesson, I just maybe find 5 or 6 participants in Google Form. So your homework today is that you will answer in your workbook. You will have in the lesson 26.2, the lesson of coordinates. Now we finish it. So your homework is to answer the questions from 1 to 9. 1 to 9, and then take a picture of this homework and send it to me privately on the WhatsApp. Okay? Now all the participants here must know about this. Okay?
But Mr. which page? Mr. What questions are 1 to 9?
In lesson 26.2. يعني you want the page number. Okay, yes. Wait, just wait.